Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn another important concept in Microsoft Excel, that is how you can protect your Excel file and the Excel worksheet, and as well as the few cells in the Excel worksheet. So we'll start with the major concept of Excel workbook, then we'll move towards worksheet and then to the cells. So at the end of this lecture you will be able to have the understanding of these three main concepts: how to unlock Excel workbook or Excel file, how to unlock a worksheet, and how to lock some cells and keep others unlocked. So I'm going to highlight this first one so that you should know that currently I am working on this part of the video. So first of all, we will learn how to unlock Excel workbook. Keep this in your mind. This Excel workbook or Excel file is actually the main file in which you are working. So this entire file containing the multiple sheets like these, sheet 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an Excel file. How we can protect it? So here we have an option of review. You have to click on review. So after clicking the review, you can see that there are two options here. As I am talking about protect workbook, not the protect sheet. Keep this in your mind that Excel workbook and Excel worksheet are two different things. They are not the same. So that's why there are two options here. So for locking the Excel workbook, we have this option. Now, what is meant by protecting or locking the workbook? It means you cannot make structural changes to the workbook, such as moving, deleting, or adding sheets. So it means if I click on protect workbook, and it's optional, you can add the password or not. It all depends on you. If let's suppose if I give any password to it, keep this in mind. Whatever the password you cannot retrieve the password back if you forget it. So keep this in mind that this password should be as simple as you can remember. There is no restriction on this password that it should be of how many letters, or it includes uppercase or lowercase or special characters. No. So I have just written a simple password like ABC, and if I press OK, it will say again write it. So I will write again. Now caution, it is very important to understand. If you lose or forget the password, it cannot be recovered. Keep this in your mind. You cannot recover the password. So it is advisable to keep a list of and their corresponding word and in a safe place. It means you have to either you have to keep the password as easier as you can, or you can also write it at some safe place so that you can easily get it whenever you want. So I have written ABC and I press OK. Now what will happen? Keep this in mind that while protecting the Excel workbook, it means you cannot, for example, these are different sheets, and I said I have protected my workbook. It means now I cannot move these sheets, I cannot delete these sheets, and I also cannot add any new sheet. See here is the option of new sheet, but it is not highlighted. It is de-highlighted, that I cannot select this option to add another sheet to this workbook. So I have to work on the current sheets that are already available. And if I right click on these sheets, you can see that I can't hide them, I can't unhide them, I cannot move them, I cannot rename them, I cannot delete them, I cannot insert. So it means when you make the workbook protected, it means you cannot you are basically restricting someone from making changes to the structure of the Excel sheet in terms of the sheets, that you cannot add, delete, you can add sheet, you cannot delete sheet, you cannot move them, and so on. So, but keep this in mind that you can make changes inside these sheets. Like if I want to write something else here, I can do that. It means it is not restricting me from making changes inside the sheets. It is just restricting me to make the structural changes in the sheets, in their move, in their deletion, in their insertion, and so on. So I can update these sheets, I can format these sheets. Like if I want to change the color, I can do that like this. I can make it black and so on. So it means you can change the formatting, or you can change the data or the working inside the sheets, but you cannot delete the sheet, you cannot add the sheet, you cannot move them, and you cannot hide them. So this is about how to lock the Excel workbook file. So how to unlock it? You just need to again go to review, and again you have to click on this unprotect workbook. It means now you have to re-enter the password to unprotect it. Okay, and now you can see that you can add new sheet, you can delete this sheet, and you can move this sheet here. So it means you can do any structural changes once you unprotect the workbook. So the next option that I am going to discuss is how to unlock a worksheet. Now we are going to talk about this, how to unlock a worksheet. Now keep this in mind that a workbook is this entire Excel file and worksheets are these multiple sheets inside the Excel file. These are the worksheets. So worksheet, how you can unlock or lock a worksheet, let's see. Again, you have to go to review tab, and then here we have the option protect sheet. Before that we have selected protect workbook. Now we have to select protect sheet. So if I protect sheet, I will click on it. It is asking for the password. Now it depends on me whether I want to enter the password or not. It's okay if you don't enter the password, but here I am entering the password. And what it is written here, allow all users of this worksheet to select the cells, select unlocked cells, format. Now these are not selected. It depends on me what kind of rights I want to give to the next person while accessing this worksheet. Either I want that person to format the cells or columns or rows or insert columns. If I am not selecting them, it means that the next person is unable to do any of these operations on this sheet. So if I click OK, it will again ask for the password, and then I'll press OK. Now it has protected this worksheet only. This worksheet only. Keep this in your mind that this worksheet is protected now. If I click anywhere in this worksheet, this option, if I double click on the cell, it will say that this is a protected sheet. If you want to make the changes, you have to unprotect the sheet, or you need a password. So I will press OK. So what I have selected there is we can only select these cells, but we cannot make changes to them. Like if I double click on it, it's again giving me the pop-up window that you have to enter the password. And if I try to right click on it, you can see there is no option that I can use regarding formatting or insertion or deletion that I can use in this sheet. It means this sheet is restricted, this sheet is locked, or I cannot work on this sheet until and unless I make it unlock. So let's say if I want to unlock this sheet or unprotect this sheet, I just need to again click on this option. I have to re-enter the password, and I will have to click OK. And now it's unprotected, and it's like if I double click on it, I can edit it. Like if I go to the home tab, what I can do, I can change its color and anything I want. So it all depends on you what kind of restriction you want to apply on the formatting or on the data changing of the given sheet, as it is mentioned in the lock option while locking the worksheet. So this is how you can do by going to the review sheet. Keep this in mind that while protecting the sheet, these are the options that you can check or uncheck. It all depends on you what you want to do. Next, we are moving towards how to lock some cells and keep others unlocked. So this is the last and third function that we are going to understand. So I have highlighted it green. So how to lock some cell and keep others unlocked. What does it mean? It means inside a worksheet, if you want to lock for example, I want only this column to be unlocked and the rest of them to be locked. How can I do that? For that purpose, what you have to do, you have to select those cells to which you want to keep them unlocked. After locking this whole worksheet, is you have to right click on it, or you can also use the shortcut for it, that is Ctrl+1. You have to select Ctrl+1 and you will see here, or you can also right click on them and you can go to the format cells option. Here is a tab of protection. What you have to do, you have to uncheck it and then you have to do OK. Now after this, what you have to do is you have to go to review tab, you have to protect sheet, and you have to enter the password as I have selected 123. Then you have to re-enter the password and then OK. And now what you will see that if I select this cell, it will give you a pop-up window that you cannot make changes. But if you select this column, you will see you can edit this column. See, if I delete anything, I can delete. If I want to these cells are just not logged for editing in terms of the data input, that you can input any data here, but they are not unlocked in terms of formatting. Like I cannot change the color of this cell. Like I cannot, if I go to the home and select this column, I'll see that there is no option in the formatting that is being highlighted for this column, just like the rest of the ones. But the difference is that you can insert any data in this column, while in the rest of these you cannot insert any data because of the because they are locked. Like if I click here, it is locked, but when I click here, it is not. I can insert any data here. So this is how you can lock some cells and prevent some from locking, just for entering for the sake of entering different data, or for inputting the data, not for formatting. So this is how you can protect the Excel file and Excel sheet, as well as the cells in the Excel worksheet, to make your data protected or restricted from some people, or from changing whatever you want. So that's all from today's lecture. Thank you.